Alrighty, here we go. Last match of round 4 is about to begin. We have got Bandit Keith going up against Mokuba, the biggest underdog of the round, who has pulled off some pretty interesting duels on occasion. Given the two decks, you would say that Bandit Keith should win, but with Mokuba, you never know. So let's get started, let's get into it. Okay, how was everybody's weekend? Mine was quite productive. We did some recordings as well in Yugioh. I played a lot of GTA, more GTA than what I should have. And Final Fantasy X. Does anyone remember Final Fantasy X? Okay. Special shout out to Derek Brown 6175, as well as Warpig Mint 9839, and also let me just pull that. Keith went with Oni Tank T34. That's a cool card. And also to Connor Gardner 7657 as well. Those are some new commenters that I've seen over the last couple of days, as well as all my other OGs as well. Alright, Mokuba has also gone with a face down. He played Red Medicine. I actually had my eyes down. I didn't see what that face down was from Mokuba, but it's probably nothing too threatening. Keith goes with Brave Scissor. He's got Metal Morph as well. So Keith electing now to go on the offensive. Brave Scissor attacks. It is Tentacle Plant for Mokuba. That is destroyed. And 1400 off, so he's down to 7100. And Keith with the upper hand here. He's also got Zero the Mant as well. Alright, Mokuba. Ooh, Dark Hole. Good counter attack. Gets rid of Keith's monsters. He's only got Blast Juggler and Shovel Crusher now. And there's Grappler from Mokuba, which is a 1300, so for the moment, Mokuba does have the better monster. Although Keith does have Metal Morph, he can always lay that down to give any monster he plays a little bit of a boost. And alright, there's Barrel Dragon. Now, Metal Morph does do attack and defense, so Keith has set Shovel Crusher. With the effect of Metal Morph, Shovel Crusher will gain some defense and will be protected from Grappler. But it may be a waste for Metal Morph, because Metal Morph is a very good card. Alright, Mokuba with a face down spell or trap. And decides to go with one more face down, so what's he got planned here? Looks like he's gone into attack and he's going to go for it with Grappler. And what does Keith do here? Is he going to activate it? He is. Metal Morph is flipped up, so Shovel Crusher will get to 1500 defense. And with the effect of Metal Morph, Shovel Crusher could attack and gain some extra attack points. Half of what its opponent's is. So Shovel Crusher now can be an attacking force as well. Keith plays Dispel. He'll be able to see what Mokuba has. It's a negate attack. If it was a magic card, it would have been destroyed. Mokuba electing to stay in defense. He could have attacked with Shovel Crusher, but Mokuba could play something else down the next turn and then take out Shovel Crusher. Alright, there's Disc Magician. And Keith now should have the advantage. He's still opting to keep Shovel Crusher in defense mode. I wonder why. Alright, there's negate attack. I guess with 1500 defense, you don't really want to lose another monster. That might have been a bit of a misplay from Keith there, because he could have had Barrel Dragon out on the field by now. Alright, Mokuba with another defense, and he puts Grappler to defense mode as well. So Mokuba obviously hasn't got anything to attack with. But Keith has defended for long enough, he can now summon Barrel Dragon. It took Keith a little while to get there, but he got there in the end. Metal Morph is gone, Barrel Dragon comes to the field. Keith can toss a coin, and he can destroy monsters with the effect. Okay, Keith is really thinking hard. There may be a little bit of switch lag. We have had that recently, but the coin toss goes Keith's way, and ooh, Serpentine Princess. A 2000 defense, more specifically, is destroyed. There goes Maneater, and now Mokuba is on the back foot here. He's going to have a tough time taking down a Barrel Dragon. He has already used a Dark Hole. And another defense from Mokuba. Keith has Gigatech Wolf in his hand now as well. That's a 1200. He's still got Blast Juggler. There's Patrol Robo. And I think from here, it's just going to be one at a time before Keith finally destroys all of Mokuba's defense. He could have activated Barrel Dragon's effect again, but he may have just skipped past it. He may also even just be toying with Mokuba, saying, I don't even need to use my effect. I can defeat you whenever I like. Kind of like how he was coaching Bones against Joey. He's like, why rush to victory when you can play it out and just defeat all of your opponent's deck? Alright, Grappler to attack mode, and it looks like Mokuba is going to elect to get Gigatech Wolf off the field. And there is Battle Footballer. That's a 2100 defense, a 1000 attack, but Keith goes with Patrol Robo. Alright, Grappler is destroyed by Barrel Dragon, and now Patrol Robo will attack the face down, and it is Laughing Flower. Mokuba running out of soldiers here. He hasn't got much left, only 2 cards. Will be 3 after his draw. And it does look like that Keith is eventually going to trot his way to victory in this duel. Alright, standby phase. Patrol Robo will be able to activate the effect. It will be able to look at Mokuba's face down card. And it was a Beaked Snake. Alright, Guardian of the Throne Room down to the field. That's a 1650 attack. And now we already know what's down. Beaked Snake is destroyed. 26 and 16, that's 4250. If my math is right, that has just come off of Mokuba's life point tally. He's down to 1350. Keith's still at 6600. 3 good monsters on the field. Keith is going to pick this duel up, or this first match he's going to pick up very easily. Oh, down goes Ferrolimp. Mokuba just staging any sort of fight possible, but it is going to be over next turn. Alright, there goes Patrol Robo. And we all know how this one is going to end. Keith is about to win, so if you need to refresh that drink, or whatever, where have I put my drink? There it is. So if you need to refresh your drink, run now. Alright. Let's set up match number 2. Can Mokuba pull out can he at least get 1 victory? Anytime Mokuba just gets 1 victory, it's still unexpected. We don't expect Mokuba to win too many duels. He did beat Mai, because Mai drew really bad hands, but hey, that is a part of Yu-Gi-Oh! You draw a bad hand, then you luck of the draw, heart of the cards. Durac Aeolo. It was Joe Lowe's that suggested that I make a Durac deck for Rex Raptor as like a 10-year reunion. All the duelists come together after they've collected more cards for 10 years. We have like the best possible dinosaur deck going up against the best possible insect deck, for example. I will get to that eventually. There's 10,027 cards all up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. There is more cards now, because this game did come out in 2019. But I do intend to use all 10,027 cards at some point during these Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Every single card. Alright, there's Overdrive. Except Spirit Elimination. Does everyone know that card? Spirit Elimination. It was a very early card, and it's not in this game. And apparently it's not in a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games because the effect is kind of... Its effect is a bit of a strange one. Alright, Keith played Overdrive. Mokuba lost Living Vase. He just played Ancient Lizard Warrior. So, ooh, down goes Blast Sphere. Mokuba's going to lose some points here. I'll read out Spirit Elimination's effect for those who have never seen this card or don't remember it. I actually have this card physically as well. When monsters in the graveyard are removed from play, remove monsters on your side of the field from play as substitutes. This card remains active until the end of the turn that it is activated. The substitutes remain removed from play. So the effect is easy enough to understand. Whenever your opponent, or whenever monsters are removed from play, you can substitute your monsters on the field, which, to be honest, when are you ever going to actually choose to do that? Pretty rarely, and given the way that monsters get removed from play these days, that card's pretty much useless. It's not in this game. Unless the name of it was changed, I couldn't find it, so I will play every Yu-Gi-Oh card ever made post 2019, besides that one. Oh, Keith's gone with limiter removal. I am watching along. He's played limiter removal and Mokuba's just flipped up Waboku. I mean, 28 and 32, that's 6,000. So if Keith actually succeeded with this attack, Mokuba would have been left with 400 life points, and that's probably game over. Keith can't do anything. He's ordered an attack with every monster. Oh my god, he's going to lose every monster on the field because limiter removal. Holy hell, what a play from Mokuba. Keith has just obliterated his own side of the field, thinking that he had it in the bag. And he just lost everything due to the effect of limiter removal. Jesus, a trap card, Waboku, which is such a harmless trap card at times. It just means you can't take battle damage. Waboku just got rid of, what, 56 along with 32... 8,800 points combined of attack power was just wiped from a trap card that doesn't actually target those monsters for destruction. Keith played Blast Juggler and destroyed Alone off Mokuba's field. That is an that is an absolute howler from Keith. Alright, 800 points by Mushroom Man and another 1,300 from Grappler, and Keith's in trouble here. He's losing points. And he might have just blown all of his monsters as well. It was really reckless from Keith to do it, but I understand why. He didn't think there would be a threat, and then down came Waboku. As Keith got nothing to summon, he's in trouble. There's Trent, 1,500. Yashinoki as well. 8, 16 and 13 is 2,900. Keith's going to have 900 life points after this attack. Well, this duel has absolutely turned straight around. Keith with limiter removal, putting all of his monsters beyond any attack points necessary. Mokuba flipping up a Waboku, and now Keith. Alright, there goes a face down. Jeez, just a face down defense. Has he got nothing else? Alright, there's Forest from Mokuba, and if he succeeds with an attack here, which he very well could, because Trent will get to 1,700 here. I don't think Keith really has anything defensively that's strong. He's got a couple, but... Watching in anticipation here, does Keith have... Oh, it was Yugioh. Oh, and Metamorph. Oh, this is going to be tragic if Mokuba doesn't win this. Keith potentially could make a comeback here. Yugioh only has 1200 attack, so Keith can't really attack with it. Oh, but there's removed trap from Mokuba. I missed that. It's back to 1600 defense, and Keith again, he is in trouble. Remember, he does have a lot of high-level monsters. He doesn't have level 5s or 6s. Barrel Dragons are 7 or maybe even an 8. Oh, there we go. There is a tribute. Oh, Machine King. Good card. 2300, and now Mokuba is on the back foot. He will need... Oh, he will need a miracle from here to get through that Machine King. Oh, it'd be such a shame if Mokuba loses this, given the Wabaku that he played. But 5,600 points against Keith's 900. Keith's got to be really careful as well, because if he plays down a monster and goes to attack or gets attacked, 900 points, that's not a lot to play with, so... Alright, Keith straight to the battle phase. Ancient Tree of Enlightenment is gone. Well, we've seen an absolutely chaotic match. Polymerization, that doesn't help Mokuba right now. And he's got to do everything he can just to keep his defenses up. Alright, battle phase again for Keith. And there goes Firegrass. Mokuba, though, with his monster count, he's holding Keith off. Oh, Fissure! No way! Mokuba's won. What an absolute clutch draw. He's pulled Fissure, Grappler to attack mode, Yashinoki, even though it doesn't need to. Mokuba has picked up the win against Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith played limiter removal and pretty much Keith defeated himself. This wasn't Mokuba defeating Keith, this was Keith defeating Keith. Keith got so overconfident and just decided to blast out that limiter removal. That is absolutely hilarious. So, what a second match that was. That was... God, it's never a dull moment with Mokuba's duels, is it? The match he had with Panic where the game crashed after they played a 44-turn epic. His shock win over Mai, and now Mokuba just got this absolutely bonkers victory over Bandit Keith. Oh, wouldn't it be great if Mokuba could gain another win here? Pull off another upset. Like, I never thought Mokuba would win a single match throughout the whole thing. Okay, that's a bit of an aggressive hand from Keith. Dark Hole, Slot Machine, Barrel Dragon. Alright, down goes Blast Juggler. He's also got Disc Magician as well. Low key, I really want Mokuba to win. Ooh, Armored Lizard. That's one of his better monsters. The Blast Juggler is destroyed. Keith does have Dark Hole. I don't know if he'd play that for an Armored Lizard though, but... Ooh, Ground Attacker Bugroth. No, okay, Keith goes straight for Dark Hole. Mokuba doesn't have many cards over 15. In fact, that might actually be his strongest monster besides his fusion of Rose Spectre of Dun. Alright, Mokuba did lose 1,500 points. And he goes with a face-down defense. And I get the feeling that Keith is not going to be fooling around in this match. Definitely isn't. Down goes Disc Magician. Keith played around with Mokuba in the first match. He played around with him and got a little bit overconfident in the second. And now it's all business. Keith looks like he is not risking a loss here. He's already taken 3,000 points off Mokuba. He's got Barrel Dragon and Slot Machine ready to play as well. Okay. Oh, it's a Beam Soldier. My boy. My Forbidden Memories boy, the Bean Soldier, I used to fuse him all the time very early on. All you needed was a warrior and a plant, put them together, and you'd get the Bean Soldier. And 1400 points was very good very early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, until you reached Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. The difficulty curve on that game was really, really good. You get through the start of the game, then you get to Haishin, and Haishin's meant to beat you. Even if you beat him, the duel loops around, and you have to keep fighting him until you lose. Then you go through this little tournament, which is difficult, but not impossible. Like, you can do it with a starter deck, and... oh, there's Forest from Mokuba. Give his cards an extra boost, but he needs something quick, otherwise he's going to lose. Anyway, Forbidden Memories. Yeah, the difficulty curve through the tournament isn't too bad. Then you get back to your timeline. You fight Mage, Soldier, and everything's kind of good. And then out of pretty much... well, you can fight the Sea Mage, he's not too hard, and then the Desert Mage, they're not too bad. And then the difficulty factor of that game absolutely shoots through the roof. You then come up against like High Mage Kapora and High Mage Atenza, who can play monsters with their field power bonus over 4,000 points. And like, you've got nothing in your deck that even scratches that. You have to play Meadow Mage until you win a Meteor Black Dragon. And even sometimes that's not enough. And then by the time you get to the end of the game, you've got Seto 3rd and Haishin and Nightmare. And they are literally playing Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons from their hand. They're not even fusing them, they're just playing them from their hand. And Gate Guardian and... yep, I've got 3 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons in my hand. I'll play them one after the other. It's a strange game, Forbidden Memories. Strange, strange game. And Keith lost all 3 of the coin tosses. Oh, that's funny. Just to agitate Bandit Keith a little bit more, there goes Ferrolimp. And with 3,600 points left and 7,750 for Keith. Oh, then again, if Mokuba draws a fissure or a dark hole, Keith has nothing to play, so it could happen, you know. It could happen. Oh, it's red medicine. I thought it was some. Oh, I thought he laid down a spell. That was going to be a dark hole or a fissure. Alright, there's a defense, at least. Mokuba's life points are safe. Remove trap. Alright, down goes Metamorph. What is the strongest card you can get in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories? Legitimately, Meteor Black Dragon. 3,500 attack. But with the way that Forbidden Memories works, if you had a Pocket Station from Japan, you could actually get all the cards on it. On Forbidden Memories on PS1, if you're just playing it on PS1, you can't actually get every card on it, which is unusual as well, but legitimate playing, most people would have had Meteor Black Dragon as their strongest monster, followed by Blue Eyes White Dragon, that you could play from your hand. I mean, you could win. I've never had a Blue Eyes White Dragon on that game. There we go, there's 2 of the coin tosses. Mokuba's monster is destroyed by Barrel Dragon's effect. Keith is not playing around this time. Mokuba won't run out of life points, but he's cooked. Unfortunately, the Fairy Tail duel didn't happen twice. So yeah, Forbidden Memories, yeah, very strange Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Still part of my childhood though, along with Duelists of the Roses. Down goes Dark World Thorns, that'll get to 1,400, but that's going to be all it for Mokuba by the look of it. He's going to destroy Shovel Crusher and just give Keith 500 points more of damage just to try and agitate. Like, imagine Keith losing to Mokuba's deck in the anime. He would... like, he would literally lose the plot. He'd probably... I don't know if... I'd say that most people know this, but the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is very heavily edited. The English one anyway. If you watch the clips that are like true and not edited, there's Yeah, very, very different scenes. Instead of pointing their fingers, they are pointing weapons. Okay, so that is it. Bandit Keith will pick up the season point. Let's pull up my season mode. Now remember, I did lose all my cards, so I had to make this bracket, and alright, I just need to change them over on my screen. Duelist Kingdom Season 2024. So you do see there is that duel there with Taya and Keith, Maya, Mokuba, Weevil and Mako that are already ticked. They've already been played. They were like in the earlier rounds. All these ones which are grayed out, they are all going to be played. I'm going to go down the columns like this, and I don't know how I'll announce them as rounds anymore, but I'll give it my best shot. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I didn't post much. In fact, I don't think I posted anything over the weekend. Big weekend, again, a lot of WWE stuff as well, and a lot of GTA 5. I need to stop playing GTA 5 so much because GTA 6 is so close as well. I'm so keen for GTA 6. Anyway, I've talked enough. I am going to go ahead and get the round 5 started of Duelist Kingdom, and we're also going to kick off Battle Cities season after this as well. I'm going to upload the first round of round 5 as well, and then I'm going to upload the opening match of Battle City season, because then the 2 seasons will run with their first round. Like so, when the Duelist Kingdom season ends, exactly halfway through the Battle City season should have progressed. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. They'll be about 4 weeks apart. Wait, 4 rounds apart. Because then as the Duelist Kingdom season ends, then I can get the next series started as as the Battle City one is ending, so I can still have consistent content. Anyway, enough from me. I'm going to get those produced wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.